Okay, hello, my name is Sujan, and I'm going to walk you through my 12 magical nights ritual Notion template. The ritual involves writing down 13 wishes that you can actually do, that you can control. You're not going to wish for world peace, folding them up, and over the course of 12 days during the Yule solstice, you are going to get rid of one wish each day. You're gonna basically offer that up to the universe or God or whoever is in charge of your spirituality. You're also going to draw one tarot card for each of those days, and those tarot cards will line up with 1 month out of the year next year. And then the final wish, you are not going to burn it, and you're going to actually look at it. All the other wishes you are not looking at. You're just picking them up, getting rid of them. This last one you are going to look at, and this one will be your wish that you are in charge of making come true for the year. So I do have, that was just like a too long didn't read of how to do the ritual, but I do have a guide on how to do the ritual here, and also where I got the ritual from. And it's from this person on TikTok. On the main page, I have where your cards and your wishes, but I've leveled it up a little bit, this ritual, and added a journaling experience. So I've done this for 2 years now, and what I noticed is that I wanted to like journal about what I was noticing with these wishes as my perspective started to change, as my mindset started to change, and I was able to see more opportunities for my wishes to happen out for me. And I wanted to add a journaling experience for it. So you can see all of these are in like a gallery view, and I love this because your wishes look like a vision board basically. And I've added this button so that when your wish does come true, you can actually journal about it. So in each of these pages, and you can also just like delete all of these and then add your new wishes. You don't have to edit any of these pages. I have created a template so that you can add from scratch, change the icon and everything, and I'm going to show you how to change that template in a sec. But for each of these wishes, you have your checkbox for if it was a burnt wish or if it was your wish. You have a date for when the wish came true. You have a button for when the wish came true so that you can just click it and like, celebrate. You have a spot for your journal entries to have a look at or even add to your journal entries. And then you just have this content page where you can add your image and navigate back to the 12 magical nights dashboard. So when your wish comes true, you can click this button, and a pop-up is going to ask you if you want to journal about it. And if you click yes, you are going to be redirected to a new page where you can journal about it. So this page appears in your journal entry database. And we'll go to the journal entry in just a second. I want to show you the templates for your wishes. So when you go to new, this blue new button, this little drop down arrow, when you click it, you are going to go to the little menu here, edit this template, edit, and then you can adjust what you want this template to do for you. So you can change the icon, or you can change whatever content is in here. You can just update it to suit yourself, or you can leave it as is, so you can just get to wishing right away. Now all of these wishes are connected to the journal entries that you create, and let's head there now. So the wish journal, again, I've chosen this gallery board view so that you can see inside of your journal entry without having to click in it. And it is sorted by date. So the stuff at the top is the most recent stuff, and the stuff at the bottom is the least recent stuff. It's like the oldest stuff. This also has a template, so you can, if you are the type to journal a lot with like pictures or colors or whatever, you can use this, you can edit this template to adjust. Now, when you create a new entry, it's going to be auto-populated with the date in this date property here, and also in the title. I found that when I was trying to figure out or like summarize what I was trying to journal about, it just made me feel like not journaling. So I've automatically tagged these with today's date or whenever you like created this entry, to make it a little easier for you to add your entries and have one less thing to think about when you are creating your journal entries. This database also comes with a gallery view and a list view, and I find that the list view is a bit easier to edit in terms of like bulk editing, and it's just a different option for those of us who like think differently. Now let's get into the tarot cards. This is a little widget that I've created from that tarot card database, and it shows the card of the month basically. So we are not in 2026 yet, so I had to add a card for October 2025 so that it will appear here and kind of make the template look like it's being used. And this template, again, this database also has a template. So you can adjust that to suit your aesthetic, or just leave it as is, without getting too crazy about it. This one also has a date property, an image for the card if you want to add an image for the card, and a description of the card. So the month, I just like to put it for the first of the month. When you're pulling your tarot cards, you have it for the first of the month. Your card image can be anything, or you can just leave it blank. That's totally fine as well. I find for visualization, it's just like a vision boardy kind of effect. When you look at the card, what do you see? What do you resonate with? How are the elements in the card coming up for you this month? How does it relate to your wishes? Those are the things that I'm thinking about when I add images of my card and the symbolism of the card to what is actually going on with me during that month. And it's also a good reflection piece when you go back to what has happened during the month and the journal entries. I think it's a good reflection if that is your thing. I also have this card description here, and you can actually describe the card, or you can add an affirmation related to the card, or maybe some keywords. It doesn't necessarily have to be a description. It's whatever you want it to be, because this is your journal, this is your ritual, these are your wishes. I personally like to have kind of what the vibe of what the card represents. So for instance, I've put the tower here, and this description is basically things that I'm outgrowing are things that are crumbling. Is it dramatic? Yes. It is shocking? Yes. But is it necessary? Absolutely. So that is kind of like an affirmation reminder for me for this card. Again, you can do whatever you want. This is your spot. Now, again, this is also in a gallery view so that you can see all the pictures, and in the list view to make it easier for you to edit without having to go inside each of these entries. And this also has a database template that you can edit and totally make yours. That's it. Happy wishing for 2026. And if you have any questions or anything that you want to talk about with regards to this template or anything in Notion at all, you can always send me an email using this link in my little caller at the bottom here of this template, and let me know. Let's chat. But after that, happy wishing.